family or the outside world.
This family will go to hell and back.
Everyone in this city lives in their own bubble, and either you fly high or sink into quicksand.
Hey, how's it going everyone? Tricky Acid here and welcome back to another Cyberpunk 2077 video. In this one we'll be looking at the gangs of the Badlands, and they're a bit more mysterious compared to the gangs in Night City in regards to their estimated sizes and exact location in the Badlands. But luckily I have some tangible info on them. But before we get started, as always, drop a like and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And with that said, let's jump right in. There's known to be two main gangs scouring the desert plains of the Badlands, and we'll start with the Wraiths, an incredibly dangerous faction that is formed around Nomads that have been banished from their clans. Their gang ranges anywhere between 300 to 1200 members, and they're sort of like raiders who are ruthless and completely ignore the law. They're extremely aggressive and are known to raid small villages or attack other small groups of nomads, which totally goes against the whole idea of a nomad, which is based around sticking together like a family and looking out for each other, whereas the Wraiths have no loyalty and they're known to be notoriously unreliable mercs, since they tend to break their agreement and claim the riches for themselves. They use heavily modified vehicles like the Reaver, which is a vehicle I'd like to get my hands on at some point, and their cyberware consists of reflex boosters and pain editors. Next we have the Aldecaldos, which are like saints in comparison. They have values and stick together like traditional nomad clans. The gang holds around 500 to 600 members, but there's known to be tens of thousands of members of the Aldecaldos scattered around the United States. It's an old faction that roots back to the early 2000s and is run by the Santiago family. They erect temporary camps across the desert and transport cargo or passengers over state borders with well-guarded convoys, and that's great news since you wouldn't want to bump into Wraiths when trying to cross over to Night City. The Aldecados tend to hide themselves out as manual farm laborers, but also deal in some shady work like smuggling stolen goods. Their threat level is unknown, but it's estimated to be medium, and they tend to stick with reflex boosters and use heavily modified cars and bikes. I'd say I prefer the Aldecaldos since they probably won't shoot me at first glance, unlike the Wraiths, but that sums up the Nomad gangs. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like, let me know which gang out of the two is your favourite, and I'll catch you all next time.